What's up, guys? It's Patricia from tarantulaheaven.com, and today we have a different video because this is about the jealous cat who somehow knows her new nickname. Anyway, I wanted to give you guys an update because you know that she's been a little bit MIA on the channel. She has not been meowing as much. She does meow quite a bit, just not around the spiders anymore. She tends to sleep a lot more. She's 18 and a half years old. And so I wanted to just give you guys an update about how she's doing because I think the last time I made a health update video on her, she had just started a new medication for hypothyroid, I think. And now she's on another medication, and she is also getting fluids every week because her kidney disease in her old age is progressing, and so we have to manage it a little bit more now. So I want to give you an update on what's going on. So as far as her last test, everything is being really controlled very well. With her current medications, she is currently on phenobarbital for a strange neurological seizure disorder, which we still have no idea what is causing that, but it's managed through medication, no seizures. She also has the hypothyroidism, which is also managed through a medication called methimazole. And now she is taking blood pressure medication, as now she has very high blood pressure, and they believe that that is due to, I guess, her body being under stress. You know, to me, she doesn't look stressed, but I guess her body is getting a little bit tired. And then she also has the kidney disease, so she's on that special kidney food. Oh, I think that was what the last update was on. It was that her kidney function was not doing so well. So now she's also on she's getting this Royal Canin special kidney food that is supposedly lower in protein and really good for cats who struggle with processing stuff through their kidneys. And then part of the kidney disease treatment is that she now has to get subcutaneous fluids every week, which is probably the least fun part. I don't mind giving her medication every day. You know, it's become just second nature for me and my routine. But I will say that having to give her fluids has been a journey. I still haven't been able to do it 100% correctly. Sometimes I have to go to the vet and have them do it for me because she is so small. The jealous cat is only 4.5 pounds. And most of that is just fur. She's really skinny. She has always been a really small girl. When I got her, she was like, I think the runt. She was so tiny. And you know, unfortunately, older cats just, as they age, their muscle kind of wastes away and they continue to get smaller. So, you know, she's always been around 5 to 6 pounds, but now she's teetering around 4.5, sometimes more, sometimes less. She eats really well. She actually eats a lot and she drinks a lot, but I do think that, you know, just because of her age, she's not really keeping much weight on her. And she just tends to rest a lot. So, yeah, so once a week she gets fluids now. She doesn't get a lot because she is really small. But the unfortunate thing is that with the fluids, it's definitely a two-person job. One person's got to hold her because she's so small and squirmy. And one person's got to, like, I'll show you guys in a second, but they've got to, like, hold the bag and all this stuff. And then there's the needle, which is a really big needle for such a little cat. And what it requires is that I have to kind of put the needle in between her shoulder blades, like where the scruff of the neck would be. And because she's so small, she just doesn't have a lot of fat there. So there's not much fat and skin to grab, which makes it really challenging. And, you know, she also, even when being distracted by treats and kisses, doesn't really like the process of getting the fluid. So sometimes I have the vet do it. They're pretty affordable when they do it. I think they only charge me like $20 when I ask them to do it. but I don't really like taking her to the vet unless I really have to. And the fluids tend to like perk her up for a little bit, tends to help her feel better. And I think that it's because of the kidney failure, or the kidney disease, it is that regardless of how much water she drinks, because she does drink a lot of water, her body's just not absorbing it anymore the way that it used to, or processing it enough. So she needs to get these fluids through her skin now. So that's the latest. She is still amazing, still jealous, still wonderful, just more sleepy than usual. And she tends to not go in my office, which is where the spiders currently are. And I think that's the biggest reason why she hasn't been crying in any of my videos, is because she doesn't really care about the office. And I think it's really because I used to put the vacuum in the office and she's scared of the vacuum. So I think she still believes that the vacuum's in there. Yeah, so I'm going to show you guys all the equipment and all the fun stuff that the jealous cat has to have now with the fluids. And we'll just talk about what's next. And she's so cute. She's so sleepy. This is her couch bed. I got this on Amazon. It's amazing. She loves it. And I just like to put little blankies on her. I fuss over her all the time. She's such a sweetheart. But yeah, this is where she likes to hang out. And this is like my rigged little setup. So these are her fluids. There's like almost a quarter of the bag gone, and that is not because I've been successful. It is just because I've messed up a lot and I've wasted a lot. But anyway, so the water comes through here, and then someone's got to hold this. So when we want to give her the fluids, when we're ready, we push this up and it releases the fluid. Right now it's closed. And one time I forgot to close this, and so overnight it was slowly leaking, which is why there's very little in that bag. And so it's a very long line. And then this is the needle. And I have to switch these out after every single one. It's kind of a big needle, right, for such a little cat. I hate it. And so that gets changed every time, and these are the needles that they gave me. So that's the latest in our routine. It's an adventure still. And, we don't know what's next, actually. We're just maintaining. She's almost 18 and a half. She is in amazing health. Everything is being managed really well. She is living a great life, doesn't seem to be in pain, eats very well, drinks very well, is very active. She still jumps on things, still runs around, goes up and down the stairs. And at her age, I really couldn't ask for more. I know that sometimes cats can live, even into their early 20s. So I am thankful for every day. And yeah, she's just still my baby. I'm so thankful to have more time with her every day. And just hoping that, nothing else comes up that's really serious. Fortunately, everything that she has right now is well controlled with medication and the fluids. And the doctors don't want to see her for another 3 months. She's so cute. Another 3 months. So I guess she's doing pretty well as far as her last blood work. One thing I will say, and I mention this just because I know a lot of you guys have other animals other than tarantulas, and I did get Ava pet insurance a few years ago. That was after her seizure condition. And I honestly wish I had done it sooner, because I think if I had gotten it for her as a younger cat, I probably would have gotten better coverage, because the insurance companies tend to not really like covering older animals. I was kind of limited in what kind of insurance companies were open to me as far as pet insurance, and also what they would cover, because they won't really let you increase your coverage, it seems like, once the cat gets over a certain age, or the dog, whatever animal. So I wish I had gotten it for her before she got much older, because you know, if once your pet is diagnosed with a condition, if you don't already have pet insurance, they will treat it like a pre-existing condition. So anything that falls under that would be not covered, and you wouldn't get reimbursed. And fortunately, my pet insurance did start to reimburse me a little bit because she met her deductible for the year. But she has a heart murmur and had a heart murmur for a really long time. And those tests are like several $100s every time she's got to get it checked. Her testing for all her medications are $700. And some of those conditions I did not have the insurance for. So I definitely could have saved a lot of money. So I guess my feedback would be, if you have a young pet, and you can find some affordable pet insurance if you can afford it. You know, it can be annoying to pay like $40 to $50 a month, and maybe your pet doesn't have any severe issues, but they might when they get older. Ava's testing and stuff, I think it's expensive, but it is not nearly as bad as it could be. You know, I've seen younger cats go through needing surgeries, needing cancer treatments, needing all sorts of stuff. And that stuff, I think, is where pet insurance really pays off, because now you're talking about a treatment that is several $1,000s. And so I would say, you know, if your pet is, you know, if they're a breed that tends to have health issues, or you know, if they're starting to have some stuff that you recognize, I would definitely say, you know, do it sooner than later. And I'm thankful that I do have it for her, because, you know, now that she's having more conditions in her old age, the pet insurance is actually starting to be useful. And it should be, because I've been paying them monthly for years. And now it's starting to help me out. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Wanted to give you an update on the jealous cat. She is alive and well. She is being the most precious cat ever. And I'm sure that if I start filming in a different room, she'll be crying again. But I just wanted you guys to know that she's okay. She's just sleeping and cuddling a lot. And now that I'm home a little bit more, we have a pretty solid nightly routine of cuddling on the couch together. And I very, 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 very much enjoy every second of it. All right, guys. I will talk to you next week for Tarantula Tuesdays, and that will actually be about tarantulas. And, you know, in a few months, we'll be talking about the jealous cat again, hopefully giving you guys a great update on how she's doing. All right, guys. See you later. Eva.